Hi, I'm Walt Disney. A lot of people have asked me how I came up with the idea of Mickey Mouse. Well, he actually started as Mortimer Mouse, but my wife didn't like that name, so I changed to Mickey. He was based on this little mouse that ran around in our art studio while we were drawing. Desperate for a new idea, the little mouse inspired me. Who would have known that that little mouse would become the most recognized figures in the world?
Mr. Disney, it's been documented that you have based many of Mickey's characteristics, such as his happy-go-luckiness, after yourself. Is that true?
Well, yes, I think I did base Mickey mostly off myself. Me and Mickey are the same.
Walt Disney's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Mr. Disney, how did your company settle on making Snow White as the first major feature film?
Well, I think Snow White is a quintessential fairy tale. It has two appealing protagonists, and as the comic relief for the dwarves, and it has a very touching story. So I think it was the perfect picture to do our first animated full-length feature.
Mr. Disney, how did you actually come up with the idea of Disneyland?
Well, I've traveled the world. I've been to Europe and South America, and I would like to go and take my daughters to amusement parks. And I go to the amusement parks, and I sit down, and the kids are having fun, but I found that I myself don't enjoy it. It's boring. So I thought it would be a good idea to make an amusement park that would make everyone happy.
Mr. Disney, what would you say was the most difficult film?
Well, there's a couple different things for different reasons. When we first started out with Mickey Mouse, we wanted to have something that would make it unique. So we decided to implement sound in our cartoons, which had never been done before. So it was very difficult to get the technologies to bring up a sound cartoon. But I think Mary Poppins was incredibly difficult, simply because the author, P.L. Travers, was, shall we say, a difficult woman. Also, with Mary Poppins, it's the first film where we combined live-action animation. Now, in the early days in the company, we had the Alice comedies, which had a live child against animated backgrounds. But that was a much simpler technique, and it wasn't what we were going for in the Mary Poppins movie. So we had to create completely different technology and ways of filming to create the effects we wanted for the movie.
Mr. Disney, you seem like a very driven man. Can you tell us what's behind that drive?
Well, I want to entertain people, entertain the masses, and people want something new. That's what entertains people. But also what drives me, frankly, is fear. When I was a younger fellow, there was this fortune teller who predicted I would die at the age of 35 before I finished my work. Now, I don't believe in all that crud, and quite frankly, I'm not a superstitious person, but it's always bothered me that I won't be able to finish my work before I die.
Roy, can you tell us what's one of the best things your brother Walt does?
Spending money that we don't have.
Well, I won't deny that.
Mr. Clark, what is one of the long-standing memories that you have of working with Mr. Disney?
His cough.
Could you explain that, sir?
We could hear him coming down the hall with his cough, so we know that we should get back to work.
You know you can still get fired, right?